I will grind and remains of your leaders into dust under my boot heels. That thou will be the man who makes this possible. Well, that's pretty extreme. Yeah. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's Ziegenbagel here, and welcome back to another episode of Star Trek Online. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to tap that like button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we are back, and what do we have today? Cold Comfort. So we're going to go ahead and just hop right into it here, as we tend to do, into the Cold Comfort. But first, I want to say that I hope you guys are having a great day. My day is going quite well, and I'd love it if everyone would start joining me on the public Discord channel. You're more than welcome to invite your friends, but I do give member status to anybody who is a subscriber here on YouTube or a follower at Twitch. I also have Patreon rewards for other tiers as well, so very good. I'd love it if you come join me. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and move right on to Cold Comfort. Okay, it looks like another one that is just us reading here. We are receiving a distress signal in the Ravaha system. A Davari transport weathered a Breen attack, but they've taken heavy casualties and are requesting immediate assistance. My people do not have military ships, Admiral, and I am loath to send a lightly armored rescue vessel into such a dangerous situation. Please, you must do whatever you can to help them. We will try, and we will succeed. So go to the Ravaha system, however you say it, which is in the Devara sector of the Alpha Quadrant, and respond to a distress signal from a Davari freighter. Anyway, what are we going to get from it? A crate of Davari snow tubers. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. And rapid reloading transphasic torpedo launcher, which is a very, very cool special weapon. Except you. Yay! And we should already be there. So, yeah, go to Ravaha 2 system. Hopefully this is it. Let's jump in for Cold Comfort. We have arrived for Cold Comfort. I'm guessing there's going to be some cold planet down here. Captain, we're being hailed by a disabled Dafari frigate. Putting it on screen now. Thank you for responding to our distress call. We are boarded by the Breen and have taken severe casualties. We could use any medical aid you could render. Please approach and beam over as soon as you can. Okay. We will do our best. Let's approach. Is it a trap? Is it? Okay, maybe not. Please beam over any medical supplies and personnel you can spare. We'll send your transporter chief the coordinates to our trauma center. Beam over. Okay, we're on the Dafari ship. Oh, I remember this one. This is a crazy one where we got to do a bunch of different random things to help people out here. I hope I can remember. There's some really crazy, I think, puzzle things you got to do. Anyway, let's see. Let's talk to Dr. Kosa. By the balance, you couldn't have arrived at a better time. I need every available person to help with patients. I think the Breen take pleasure in causing pain. Few of our crew were killed, but many have been injured. Okay. If you want to help, I need someone at table 7. Take the patient's medical history and triage the injury. If it is a minor issue, go ahead and treat them so we can make room for another patient. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and do that. Table 7. Do they have numbers on the tables? So, yeah, okay, I guess it's this guy over here with the green exclamation point on you. Talk to injured Dafari. Please, it hurts. Help me. What hurts? It's my left side. I took a disruptor hit from a Breen rifle. Please, I need something for the pain. Do you have anything that will help? Okay. Treat the disruptor injuries. There are several medications available from the Dafari med kit that can use to treat this patient's pain. Analythol, bicarbidine, and hydrocodoline. Meterpan and Morpholog are all indicated for pain relief. Once the patient is stable, we can treat the disruptor hit directly with a protoplaser, which should fix the damage done to the cellular structure. Alright, so we basically got to see if this person's allergic to something or they feel bad under something. So, do you have any allergies? I am highly allergic to metarapan. I was given it once and my airway swelled until I was completely blocked. I almost died. Okay, so no metar. No metar. Okay. Let's see. Are you taking any medications currently? No. Do I look like I should be? Have you been treated for anything related to this issue? How often do you think I'm shot by a brain? The last time I saw a physician was 2 years ago. I was treated for polywater intoxication. Okay, interesting. When was the last time you ate? Midday, I guess. What does that have to do with anything? Why haven't you given me anything for the pain yet? I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to kill you, you crazy. What were you doing before you were injured? I was repairing a power conduit on Deck 2 when the Breen came out of engineering and shot me. They didn't even give me a chance to surrender. I wouldn't have fought them, okay? Good. So, looks like we just have to watch out for the metarapan treatment for disruptor injuries. There are blah 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 blah. I understand. I get that. Metarapan is a very common drug used to treat and manage pain, especially in patients with this level of trauma. It's a good thing we caught this. If the patient was given the wrong medication, the result could have been disastrous. Okay. So, okay, we have to exit here, get a hypospray and protoplaser from medkit. Okay. Use medkit. Please select the medication to load into the hypospray. Analgesic. Please select the medication to load into the hypospray. So I think any of these should be fine since he's only allergic to that one. Morpholog is indicated for treatment of chronic pain. Choose another. What is this? Anasa is indicated for pain management of sports related. Choose another. Biocarbidine. Biocarbidine is indicated for decreasing pain associated with serious trauma injuries. Okay, load into hyperspray. Very good. That should be the one we're looking for, I hope. It is for trauma. Okay. Use biocarbidine hypospray. The pain from the disruptor wound is subsiding. That feels much better. Thank you. Continue. The biocarbidine is having the desired effect, Captain. Now we can use the protoplaser on the wound to treat it without causing undue pain to the patient. Continue. We have done it. Okay, use protoplaser on wound, and then you will be healed, and we will be done with you. We've done it! Yoo-hoo! Let's come back here, talk to this guy, and see what he has for us now. Okay, good work with that last patient. Has anyone ever told you that you have a talent for medicine? I need someone to check out the patients on table 3. I would appreciate any help you can give us. Help the patient at table 3. Okay, let's do that. Oh, you. Are you crazy? Mother, is that you? I'm not your mother. What hurts? An older boy named Tosca used to take my favorite toys when I brought them to school. If I tried to fight him to get them back, he'd break the toys so that no one could play with them. My mother said Tosca was out of balance. Okay, interesting. Do you have any allergies? I hated the taste of my mother's stew. When I was young, she tried to convince me it tasted like spring, but I thought it tasted like bugs. Okay, that's weird. Have you been treated for anything related to this issue? I loved it when my mother would sweep me up into her arms and hug me tight. She smelled like love and cooking herbs. Okay, that's not exactly what I asked. When was the last time you ate? I used to pick berries with my sister on the hills, overlooking the farm where we grew up. They were tart, so my mother would sprinkle granulates clava honey on them. Okay, interesting. That sounds delicious, but that's not what I asked. Let's see. What were you doing before you got injured? My father used to sing rhymes to me when I was a child. I would fall asleep in his arms and have the best dreams. Okay. Yeah. The patient seems disoriented and unaware of their surroundings. Yep, that's pretty obvious. I agree, Captain. It may be a symptom of brain trauma, but we cannot rule out a psychological breakdown until we do a mental status check. The stress of the brain attack may have been more than the patient's mind could process. Okay, do you know your name? My sister had a doll she used to call Ika. Okay, interesting. Do you know approximately what time it is? I loved catching umak insects at twilight. The light from the descending sun would make their wings glow like golden fire. Okay, yeah. Do you know where you are? Can we have our dessert now? I finished all my vegetables. Okay. It's not dinner time, my friend. Do you know what year it is? My sister is 3 years older than I am. That meant my mom let her do all the fun things while I had to sit and watch. Okay, interesting. Altered mental state, yeah. There is something obviously wrong with this patient's mental status. I recommend that we scan the brain tissue for deep trauma. Hypercatalogram could reveal it if there's any damage. Okay. Tell me the story of the preservers. What? What? Okay. Gather scanner from medkit. Let's come over here. Obtain neural scanner. Is that what we want? Yep. Okay. Obtain neural scanner. Got it. Complete brain scan. Okay. Neurological examination commencing. How crazy are you? Captain, it appears that there is a cortical implant in this patient's brain that is causing the disorientation and delusions. There is an extremely high amount of neural activity in the area around the implant. Perhaps if you were able to decrease the activity with an anesthesia, whatever, the patient would be more responsive. Okay. Having trouble with words, so many medical terms right now. It's kind of crazy. Get a medication from a med kit. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Well, I'm not going to know what type of bad things. Okay, use med kit. Anesthetic. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. Please select the medication to load. Anestetidine is an anesthetic. It has been used in gaseous form to incapacitate large numbers of hostile humanoids in a confined space. Okay. Choose a different one. Anarizine. Anarizine is an anesthetic used for calming hyperactive nerve impulses. Okay, that sounds more like it. Let's check the other ones, though. Axanol. Axanol is an anesthetic. It has been used in gaseous form to blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm going to say it's Anarizine, whatever. This guy, load into hyperspray, exit, and we'll give it a try. Hopefully he won't die. We rhymed. Oh, yes. Use Anarizine hyperspray. Where am I? I remember the brain attack, and there was this medic. He seemed sad. The brain implanted me with a cortical implant. It has been forcing me to relive memories from my past. Please help get it out of my head. I don't want to live like this. Okay, we'll do our best. I'm not a surgeon, though. The Anarizine worked, Captain. Removing a cortical implant is a tricky process. We should confer with Dr. Kosa about how to proceed. Okay, that sentence is wrong. I know that's wrong. Alright, what do you got for me? I'm not familiar with any technology like this. Any attempt I'd made at removing it would be based upon an educated guess. We have some captured brain in the brig waiting for transport to a holding facility. Perhaps you could question them. One of the monsters who did this to the patient might know how to reverse the process. Okay, continue. Good. So we got to go to the holding area here and talk to brain prisoners, see if anybody will help us out. And I'll bring you guys back when we get to the prison. I'll be right back. Okay, this just popped up. Sir, there are a few things you should know about the Breen before you talk to them. The Breen are a warrior race. They do what is expected and will often take prisoners rather than kill. You get more work out of slaves than a dead man, after all. This may seem cold and callous to us, but to the Breen it is the only logical. Survival and duty are more important to them than morality. The Breen are very concerned with personal honor. Do not insult a Breen's honor or suggest that they kill without cause, and you should be fine in your interrogation. Okay, continue. Very, very good. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. It sounds like somebody's mowing a lawn. Yay. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you don't have to listen to it. Let's see here. Talk to the Breen prisoner. Hopefully somebody will help us out. Let's see, Breen interrogation. Okay. Yep, just reviewing that real quick. I was a little distracted by the lawnmower there. Talk to the Breen prisoner. What are you looking at, Starfleet? What is your name? Look at you, cowering in the shadow of Thought Thrall. What hope could the Dafari possibly have against might like his? Okay, yeah, interesting. I will not answer your questions. Go bother someone else. Tell me about the Tot Thrall. Tot Thrall has more power and vision than a pathetic being like yourself can possibly comprehend. The Dafari will be the first to fall to his might, but they will not be the last. He will not stop until the entire Alpha Quadrant serves the Breen Confederacy. Someday soon I will stand on the blasted remains of your homeworld and celebrate our victory. I will grind and remains of your leaders into dust under my boot heels. Thought Thrall will be the man who makes this possible. Well, that's pretty extreme. Yeah, okay. Well, that guy just wants to spout like craziness. Hello there, are you gonna give us any more information than the last guy? Because he was kind of an asshole. Yeah. Are you here to let me go? What is your name? I am Tran. Continue. Okay, he is Tran. Nice to meet you, Tran. I guess that's all you have to say. Is there? Looks like there's somebody right over here. Talk to Breen prisoner. What do you got for me? Torture me if you wish, but I will never betray the Breen Confederacy. What is your name? ... Continue. Okay, well, we talked to all of them. None of them gave us anything. Okay. Interrogate Tran. Okay. Why are we going back to talk to him? That's weird. Talk to Tran. What do you want from me? What is your story? I do not understand what you mean. I am a soldier. I have no story. Everyone has a story. What led you to be here? Why should I ask you any more questions if you can't answer one as simple as this? Yeah, we'll be nice and go with this one. I am a combat medic in the 5th Order. I serve the Breen Confederacy. I was ordered to go to this system by my superiors. I am sure that you have encountered other Breen in the Dafari sector. Yeah, okay, looks like we got 3 choices here. Why do the Breen feel like they need to conquer everything? What are you doing here? What does attacking a civilian transport have to do with Breen expansion? Okay, we'll just ask what he's doing here. I am currently incarcerated in a Dafari brig. I was captured near the bridge when my boarding party was overwhelmed by Dafari security teams. While the ship may not be carrying military personnel, a 3-man boarding party stands little chance against 4 fully armed security teams defending their ship and their captain. We gave away the terrain advantage, and now we are paying the price. Okay, interesting. Yeah, not very smart. You were captured by civilians. How can you live with that dishonor? You must have known that this wasn't a military ship. Why did you attack it? Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, I do not feel comfortable continuing this conversation. My commanding officer is in a nearby cell, and he can overhear everything that we are saying. While I do not agree with his actions in this matter, I respect his position on authority. I will not overthrow his dishonor in his face. Okay? Yeah. Prevent Breen Commander from overhearing interrogation. I'm guessing this guy was the bad guy. Enable acoustic dampening field so that he can't hear anything. It's very smart, Bagel. Very, very smart. All audio signals entering and leaving this cell are being blocked by an acoustic dampening field. Sweet. Let's go interrogate Tran again. Now he should be able to talk freely. Got anything for me now? I do not feel comfortable continuing this conversation. My commanding officer isn't blah blah blah. It's the same thing that he said before. Your commanding officer cannot hear what we are saying. My superior thought that these Defari civilians might have the information for which we have been searching. While I might have disagreed with his choice of target, it is not a soldier's place to question his commander. That does say commanding officer. Oh, okay. Blah, wording and thinking. I think my dissension was the reason I was selected to join the assault on the ship bridge, a dangerous task in the best of circumstances, on one that had the least chance of success. Okay, did you object to your commanding officer about this assignment? He basically wouldn't do that. You followed orders. You knew were dishonorable. Your failure is well deserved. Kind of mean. How can you justify an attack against civilian targets? We'll go with that guy. Okay, I did not want to attack this ship. There is a notability to being a soldier. When I enter battle, I know I could be killed. I know that others will die at my hands. But that is what we must do. It is part of being a soldier. Civilians are not part of this unspoken agreement. They do not wake up each day and know in their heart it could be their last. They should be out of bounds as targets for people like you and me. Yeah, so basically he feels that civilians shouldn't be targeted by military, which is smart and good. What were your orders? You speak of nobility, but where was it when you shot helpless innocents with your disruptor? Did you have an option that didn't involve attacking the Defari? Let's see. What were your orders? Wow. Okay, a lot of talking here. Excuse me. Voice is just getting a little tired. Okay, deep breath. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop with the voice just so we can get through here. I don't know if you guys liked it, but yeah, it's a kind of an interesting one to do. I'm a combat medic. Normally my task is to repair the injuries of my fellow soldiers. On this mission, I was tasked with capturing civilians alive and fitting them with subspace cortical implants. We're getting to the point now. These devices are barbaric, even by our standards. We use them to obtain memories from the most obstinate of interrogation subjects, okay? This particular implant has a subspace relay intended to capture and transmit these memories so that my superiors can sift through the secrets locked into our victims' minds, even as we moved on to implant more subjects. Okay. So, in your eyes, is torture fine as long as you aren't killing the victim? Nah, it's kind of mean. We want him to be cooperative, and this required attacking and tormenting helpless civilians. Why did you do this? What information did the Defari have that you needed so badly? I am not sure what exactly the commanders wanted to learn from these people. I can only guess that my superiors wanted information that they felt could be held by any member of the Defari population. The cortical implants were calibrated to bring long-term memories to the surface, even going back to the target's childhood. Perhaps they wanted to learn something that even a Defari child might know. Okay? Would the probed Defari know what memories were being searched? Perhaps, if they had the mental fortitude to recall the memories that were triggered during their interrogation, the pain from the implant can be quite intense. How do we remove the implant? That is what we need. Getting right down to business now, finally. Okay, the removal of the cortical implant is a very delicate procedure. The implants are intended to be strong enough to survive the interrogation process, but too difficult to be removed by the subject or anyone else. I have worked with these implants for some time. Have your doctor talk to me, and I will tell them what they need to do to remove them. Okay, very well. We have done it, finally. So it looks like we got to go back to the doctor here and tell him to talk to that guy so we can find out what to do. I will go ahead and bring you guys back when we get there. Alright, we're back. I went ahead and lubricated because I was very thirsty after all that talking. So, what do you got for me, Dr. Kosa? Okay, this is just the information we needed. I will round up a surgical team and we will begin the process of removing the implant immediately. I spent some time talking to the patient while you were in the brig. It sounded to me like the brain implant was triggered memories from the patient's early childhood. Yep, I know. Many of them involving rhymes and songs. That's weird, rhymes and songs. Most Dafari parents and grandparents sing to their children and tell them stories of our past and our traditions. A common theme is our songs in the Preservers. Oh, they want to know about the Preservers. We sing of their travels through the universe, their efforts to maintain the balance, and their great archive. Oh, they want to know about the archive of the Preservers. My children are particularly fond of songs about Preservers Archive, a hidden place where they left all of their technology and records of the ancient days. It's an interesting story, but I don't know if a place like that could actually exist. After all, we're talking about children's rhymes. Yeah, but rhymes and folktales can have an semblance of truth to them. Alright, Captain, the Breen must believe that the Preserver Archive exists. There is no other explanation as to why they would target Dafari civilians in order to obtain information about nursery rhymes. Before we leave, Tran has requested to talk to you again. He's waiting in his cell. Okay, let's go ahead and return to Tran. So, while we're on our way there, I just want to say that I probably already said it, but I hope you guys are having a great day. My day is going quite well. I hope you're enjoying this series for Star Trek Online, because I know I enjoy playing this game. I mean, I've played a lot of it for many years, and it's fun making videos on it and having a good time with you guys. So, that's his commander. Tran is over here. Well, there's a blast of weapon fire, I'm guessing, there. Just admiring the scenery a bit. Alright, let's talk to Tran. What do you got for me? Thank you for returning. I know that helping you was the right thing to do, but because I did so, I can never return to the Breen Confederacy. Therefore, I would like to request asylum from the Federation. I, however, am not alone in this request. There are a small group of Breen that share my feelings. We know that attacking innocents is wrong. If you accept us, we would all like to join you. Oh, amazing! I will give you the information necessary to contact them. It may take some time before they are willing to respond. Your future actions will help speed up that process. Okay, very, very good. So they wanted to have asylum. That's cool. We've sent a communication based on trans information. I can't be sure that it was received, so at this point I believe the only thing we can do is wait for a response. Continue. I must say, I'm surprised any Breen could be capable of reason. Impressive work, sir. The Dafari seem to have something under control for now. Seem to have things under control for now. Are you ready to leave the system? Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and leave it. It's fun trying to save these people and get some information while we're in the process. So let's depart the system. Okay, we have arrived back in sector space. Let's go ahead and hail the ambassador to report. Okay, Cold Comfort. I remember stories about the Preservers from my childhood. And, of course, we have ruins linked to them on Dafara, but I have never heard of an intact Preserver installation. The Breen, however, are taking these stories quite seriously. And if the Breen managed to acquire Preserver-level technology, they could shift the balance of power in the entire Alpha Quadrant. Exactly a big problem. Okay, it's lucky that you were able to establish a connection with Tran. I believe that he was sent by the powers to help maintain the balance in the galaxy. I am grateful. I know your intelligence service has more questions for him, but after that, I promise I'll do what I can to see that he and any other Breen who disagree with their government's actions are not forgotten. One of your commanding officers was requesting to speak with you. You should consider meeting with them when you are done here. Okay, interesting. So, we have a crate of Jafari snow tubers. I have no idea what that is, or I think I'm going to go with the rapid reload transphasic torpedo launcher. Grab you.
Congratulations.
Yes, we have leveled up to Vice Admiral level 50. Amazing. Close out you. A bunch of things unlocked now. We finally have transwarp so we can move around the sector space much faster. Nope, we don't want to talk to you just yet. Okay, let's go in here. Refine our dilithium. And I want to see and compare our transphasic torpedo launcher here. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, our current guys still do more damage. We will hold on to him, though, because we can upgrade him in the future. Okay, good. Let's put you in there. And, yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back in the next episode for getting our level 50 Vice Admiral ship. And, yeah, trying to get it all loaded out. If we have time, we'll move on to the next mission, which is Cold Case. Let's see, I'm going to check here on the episodes. We've unlocked all these guys, which is cool. Breen. Where are we in here? The new... Nope, I was in the wrong one. Okay, Hail. So Cold Case is the second to last mission here. So we just got 2 more for this storyline, and we'll be able to move on. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope... excuse me, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, aren't I? I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Star Trek Online. Don't forget to show your support and tap that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the daily videos. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, don't forget to live long and prosper.